So, hi there, Adam Lodestone here, and I am recording a kind of response to a video that I watched at the encouragement of a friend of mine named Deirdre. And I really wanted to give a shout out to the YouTube channel Twin Flames in Progress, because what was described in one of the latest videos that they recorded was right on target. The whole twin flame mythos, the overblown romanticism, and the kind of wishful new age thinking that goes on is destructive. It's dangerous, it's harmful, and it actually keeps people who are intended to be together apart. It also sets up a situation where people who are actually legitimate twin flames with one another end up sabotaging their relationships because they think it's supposed to look and feel and behave a certain way, and when it doesn't, they bail, they give up, they lose hope, or they resent their partner, or they start loathing themselves and start engaging in self-destructive behaviors. And this is something that we urgently need to address in the realm of intimate relationships, because as a counselor, as a shaman, as a friend, I've encountered so many people who are seeking for that one. And it's full of that wish for the happily ever after, and it's full of these notions that if I have that relationship with that one, it's going to be perfect. We're never going to have conflict. They're going to complete me. I'm never going to have to struggle or work at this the way that I have to labor at other much more conventional relationships full of disappointment, and that what's underlying that is this expectation that somehow our twin is this perfectly compatible being who will never ruffle our feathers or provide us with some kind of friction. And that's absolutely the opposite of the truth. That our twins are designed. We are designed to fit with that other in such a way that you're going to experience the worst pain of your life, the most friction, the hardest challenges, and all of the things that you've been trying to avoid are going to come right up to the surface, because that's what the work is. It's a purification. It's a cleansing and a clearing of your mutual karma and of your individual karma. And the thing about the twin flame relationship is that what it actually does is it provides you with the opportunity to do that work in a safe environment, because just like young children are safe with their parents, and so they can act out all that much more. That's exactly what a twin flame relationship is like. You are given this safe space, you're given this sanctuary in which to do the hardest work that you'll ever do in your life, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, sexually. And what happens then is that the purpose that the two of you were created for, because in twin flame relationships there's definitely a purpose, an outer commission. It could be very small, it could be very big, it could be about your immediate community of friends and family, and it could be about change on a planetary level. All of it is important. But if twins don't come together and don't do that work, then they can't possibly succeed. They can't succeed as individuals, and they won't succeed as a couple. So there is a real urgent need to dispel the fantasy about twin flame relationships. There's a real need to dispel the illusions around that. The whole concept about triggering one another that was brought up in that video that I'm referring to, from Twin Flames in Progress. Perfect. I stood up and I literally cheered when I saw that part of that video, because this is the thing. You and your twin are designed to trigger one another like crazy. There will be things about them that will drive you absolutely nuts. There are things about you that will drive them absolutely nuts. And your work then is to dig deep. Yes, it's to dig deep and to find out what is the source in you of the trigger. What is it in you that is causing them to have to show up that way? Because when they show up that way, that is the greatest gift of love that they can give you. It's an agreement that was made ahead of time, long before these lifetimes were taken on. It is an agreement between you and that other that they're going to show up for you and push every single button that you have, and you're going to show up for them and do the same. And the benefit of that, the reward of that, is that what you receive as the consequence of that hard work and that willingness to face those things that we really don't want to face normally, is that you are going to receive what is truly unconditional love. And it's the only way unconditional love can actually manifest, is to work through the core, the hottest center of our personal hell, and come through the other side. Because love is always conditional, and therefore it isn't really love, as long as there are these scripts that go on inside of us that say everything is okay if only this is true, or if only this is happening, or if only these particular conditions are here in my relationship, in my life, with my career, with my friends. And as long as there is this has to be true in order for this to be okay, then it's conditional. And we give ourselves very conditional love because we've invested a lot of energy in the scripts that keep us small and keep us limited and keep us from accepting that the things that we fear might be true about ourselves. If we believe that those things are actually true, then it gives us an excuse to push people away and to guard ourselves and protect ourselves. And there's nothing more limiting than that. So, again, I wanted to give a big shout out to Twin Flames in Progress, because where they've come to in a really organic, beautiful way, the understandings that they have, and the work that they're doing by making these videos that are saying, no, I realize that something is false here, there's a lie, and that if I invest in this, then I'm not really doing my work here, I'm not living my fullest life, and neither is my twin, and we aren't really loving each other the way that we're supposed to. So I'm all for that, and I'm adding my voice to theirs, and I'm saying, yes, we need to throw out those illusions and those fantasies about what the twin flame relationship is, and if, like them, it means that they throw out the label for a while, then sometimes that's what we have to do. It doesn't change the nature of the relationship, it doesn't take away its validity or its power, it just means that sometimes we have to take away that context in order to really get real with it. So, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. This is Adam Lodestone. Namaste.